All right, Monday morning.
Yep.
It is 8:30 on the dot, and we are out of here. We're leaving Charlotte now. Fantastic weekend, wouldn't you say, buddy?
Yep.
What was your favorite part of the weekend?
Probably seeing Charlotte FC and seeing Crown Legacy.
Yeah,
my two favorites.
He really loved watching both of those matches. Now, we're on our way to Tennessee. We're on our way to just outside Nashville, but in a way that only the two of us could do, we've decided that the 6-hour drive across North Carolina and eastern Tennessee is just too short for us, isn't it, buddy?
Yep.
So we're taking a longer route. We're going to take about a 7.5-hour route so that we can see some of Georgia today.
And scratch it off our map.
And he's going to be able to scratch Georgia off of his map today. So that's where we're going. We're going to try to get to Atlanta by noon, 12:30-ish, okay, and get through there before any rush hour happens. So we are hitting the road. Strap on the seatbelt and ride along with us. The sky's on fire.
Bye, Charlotte.
So we say goodbye to Charlotte for now, to the tune of James Taylor, of course, and his historic, memorable song. And the drive was going to be long, like I said. We took the long way to Nashville, but we had talked about it earlier that morning, and we thought it was the right thing to do because, well, Romero likes to scratch states off of his map. And I had never been to Georgia aside from being in the Atlanta airport once on a layover, so I thought we'd at least drive through it and maybe even get a nice view of Atlanta at some point. You see there the Carolina Panthers and Charlotte FC sticker on the back of that car that we just passed. Merging here onto 85 South, heading towards South Carolina, and then eventually to Georgia. Picked a good day to drive as it was quite overcast, as you can see. We didn't miss out on too much local action, didn't miss out on too many fun activities, and ended up having a blast on this drive for sure. And it was just a wonderful drive. The roads were in great condition. Traffic was very manageable. Traffic is always manageable once you get south of Washington, D.C., I find, and this was no different. You're going to see us coming up on our first state line of this trip. Though we were just in South Carolina yesterday, now we're crossing into another different part of South Carolina, much further west of where we were just the day before, as we cross right there into South Carolina. No need to scratch it off the map, though, because as you saw, we scratched it off yesterday. And there you see a giant water tower shaped like a peach. That was just before we got to the Georgia state line. We were definitely in peach country, definitely in the South. And thus, country music seems very appropriate right now. Stars align and the month times night burn like a ground I leave. Are we leaving on the next string, baby? I do believe. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on. And now here we are coming up to the state line for the first time for myself or for Romero. We are in Georgia. We are in the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia. You see the fist pump there. I was psyched. Naturally, we got to stop at the next welcome center, don't we? I'll be there on that platform, babe. No, I will. Come on, let's ride this train. Come on, let's ride this train. Now nothing is this rush like you'll never find it smack.
Okay, and once again, we have crossed into a new state. That state is Georgia. Wow. I never imagined going this far down south, but here we are. Now we gotta scratch it off.
It's red just like the dirt here, right?
Yeah.
The soil here is red.
Okay, wow, you can see all the dust. Try to scratch that. Okay. Wow, that was fun.
So you live to be a million years. All hearts are lost by the fold in the time of the
Back to the road as we continue to make our way south. Next stop, well, we're not even going to stop, but the next thing we're looking for is Hotlanta. That's right, we are on our way to Atlanta, trying to get there, and I hope that we get to see something. We don't know yet. I looked on the GPS, not sure that we're really going to get to see much from the highway. I'm a little concerned about it, but just wait and see what the road has in store for us.
Come on, let's ride this train. Yeah, come on, let's ride this train. Oh, come on, let's ride this train. Oh, come on.
This is the beginning of the metropolitan area of Atlanta, Georgia. We're on the outskirts here. We do get a good view of the city skyline out the driver's side window. However, the camera does not capture it, unfortunately. Regrettably, we were not able to capture a good image of the Atlanta skyline as we were driving through. But it was a great sight for us to see. The home of Jermaine Dupri and Ludacris and such. T.I., some great southern hip-hop artists come out of Atlanta, and it was great to pass through. On our way to Nashville, on our way to Music City, here you're seeing we're a little closer to the city now. And we're actually within the city limits here in Atlanta, Georgia, the ATL. So we did make it. However, the GPS, the road is going to take us north now and going to take us away from Atlanta. But it was a scenic drive, no less. We just were not able to capture it on camera, unfortunately. But we will be back to Atlanta very soon, I believe. And we both want to get back and explore the city that is Atlanta, Georgia.
Therapy, she retail on clearance, but she shopping for clarity. Reap what she sold for the dividend. Know what time is the medicine. Copping the wristwatch, Cartier with the bezel on her credit. Demanding hers where it's due. I swear she's so sadistic, defensive, pessimistic, reclusive. She too lit, independent. She too quick to dismiss courtship. Concerned with malice. She pile up as the bout ends. She throws a talent. She clutch a half full chalice. Sip you from fountains. Check her rap. She chic, maneuver mountains.
And the sweet smell of freedom is in the air. It can only mean one thing. We are very close to the free state of Tennessee. Cannot wait. I love the South. We love the South. And we love Tennessee. Both Romero and I agreed on the way home that Tennessee was our favorite part of the trip. It was our favorite state that we visited. And here we are crossing into it in just a moment. Keep your eye on the screen here as we go into slow-mo. And Romero gets a great shot here with the camera from the back seat, as you can see. And here it comes. Right after the Camping World sign. check out all of those RVs. Hope to have one of those someday to do these trips. But there it is. You see it. There's the sign. It can only mean one thing. The volunteer state. Here we come. Our final moments in Georgia as we now break into the volunteer state. Tennessee welcomes us, which can only mean one thing. Welcome Center, here we come. And by now you know what that means.
And we have just been to yet another state, and that is Tennessee. Wow, this welcome center is really nice, but now let's scratch it off. Okay, and there's Tennessee scratched off.
And here's a little bit of afternoon traffic going through Chattanooga here. And this was really the first traffic we had seen since the weekend, since we got out of that I-95 corridor, but it wasn't too bad. It took a little while. It added about an hour to our trip when all was said and done, but it took a little bit to pass through here. But all in all, not too bad, especially when you're originally from the Northeast and you deal with traffic on the daily like we do. A little hour here in Chattanooga wasn't so bad. But then, not that much longer later, not that much, we start approaching our destination as we keep making our way towards the Music City.
The further we move on from all those yesterdays, happiness gets nearer. The light that we see closing in so fast ahead, it's hope, it's getting clearer. The more I think of all the tough times we survived, the more it makes me smile. If nothing's broken us, yeah, nothing ever will. 'Cause dreams are hard to kill. And I know somewhere's a place where we can build our memories. Somewhere, just hold on tight, it'll be alright. Show me the way, show me a way to somewhere. Nothing from the past can hurt us anymore. We're free of what we lost. Not anything or anyone will hold us back, no matter what the cost. And I know somewhere's a place where we can build our memories. Somewhere, just hold on tight, it'll be alright. Show
had plans, but look at this guy. Just look at him. 8:35 in the morning, fast asleep. We were supposed to be out the door. Here's where we're headed. We're going to Cumberland Falls State Resort Park in Kentucky. We got a almost 4-hour drive ahead of us, and before we can go much further, well, we're about to enter another state, and it's another state for the two of us to be entering for the very first time. So Georgia, Tennessee, and now Kentucky is next on the list. Neither of us had ever been to Kentucky, and I was excited to visit Kentucky for the very first time, the Bluegrass State. You see the sign there for the Welcome Center as we're about to pull into the Welcome Center here, and the sign is coming up really quickly. Romero does a good job once again to capture it on camera here as we slow it down, and there it is. Welcome to Kentucky, and we did feel welcome. Always feel welcome in the South, it's true. Southern hospitality is a real thing. And now we're going to go into this rest area here, and of course you know what that means. And welcome to Kentucky once again.
Away from these streets and the cold buzzing neon lights, been keeping our heads above water, struggling and striving. We ain't gonna turn back this time, we'll just keep driving. You've got one hand on my knee, one hand on the steering wheel, world's passing by outside.
We just crossed into Kentucky sooner than I thought, actually. So now I can scratch it off. Little pinkish, whitish in here too. There we go.
Outside, the flickering light of the white lines in the corner of my eye. I'll never leave your side, I'll never leave your side, I'll never leave your side. The windows are rolled down, the radio's on, and my eyes are open wide. I'll never leave your side, I'll never leave your side. We got no money, but honey, we got nothing to hide. If worst comes to worst, I'll be Bonnie, and you can be Clyde. We've got 2 hearts ready to fire, and enough ammunition. A 62 hardtop DeVille with a 4-speed transmission. You've got one hand on my knee, one hand on the steering wheel, world's passing by outside. The flickering light of the white lines in the corner of my eye. I'll never leave your side, I'll never leave your side, I'll never leave your side. The windows are rolled down, the radio's on, and my eyes are open wide.
Finally, we make it to Cumberland Falls State Resort Park there. And there's Romero at the entrance, excited to finally be there after all those hours. Look at that, right against the Cumberland River, beautiful Cumberland River. Yes, the water is brown. This is due to the minerals found in the ground in this state park and in much of this part of the United States of America. Here he goes, looking at the waterfall. Here's his first impression of the fall. What do you got to say, Romero? What do you think of this place?
Okay, and it's me again. Today we are at Cumberland Falls in Kentucky. Wow, I can see it. It's really nice. Now, let's go and check out some waterfalls.
And we're all out of time for today, unfortunately. Tune in next time to see more of the park and to see what our next adventure will be. Take a moment to check out the following artists here as you take a look at the music that was used in this video. Please support these artists. These artists allow content creators to use their work license-free, royalty-free, which makes it possible for us to put music in these videos and make them much more enjoyable. Don't forget to follow me and Romero on all of our social medias and on our YouTube channels. If you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel and smash that like button. Hit the little bell next to it so you get notified when episode 5 drops. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time here on the PTB Media Network.